Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right. First of all, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and the bishops. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, making their bodies a living sacrifice, I want to say shalom to you brothers as well. Keep fighting a good fight of faith. Also continue to spread the good news, which is the gospel, spread it across the 4 corners of the earth. Shalom to you brothers, man. Okay? To the Aquatas out there listening and learning in silence, reverencing your husbands and obeying your husbands if you have one, right? I want to say shalom to you few sisters as well, all right? And you too as well. You have to fight right along with your husband, all right? This particular video, with this epistle that's being put up, in the form of a video, all right? I wanted to go into this Isaiah 4:1, man, all right? And this is a chapter and a verse that is pretty much a kryptonite to, a lot of the women, that's that pretty much think they in the truth, man. Okay? Hey, you know what? When I first got into the truth, the elders, and the apostles, and the bishops used to say, hey, man, you think your woman in the truth, all right? You present this to her, present to her, man, that a man is allowed, not by her or not by, Esau Edom, but by the Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai, if you can tell, all right? Hey, but it's allowed, by our Lord, man, okay? Seeing that, our Lord have many wives himself, man, all right? and the Lord has likened us into a comely and delicate woman, man. All right. Not only that, he likened the kingdom of heaven into 5 wise, virgins, man. All right. What is a virgin? A young woman, man. All right. In that case, is a young woman that has not been touched, or tainted by, the philosophies, other philosophies, and customs of this world, man. All right? We're virgin, man, meaning we're untouched, unto the Lord, man. All right? So why did the Lord, liken it unto, virgins, man, with an S? 5 of them. Okay? it only says that, that the Lord has allotted a woman, whether it's 1 woman, 2 women, 3 women, 4 women, or 5, man. All right? And we understand coming into this thing, man, hey, it's a lot of things that, that kind of ruffle the feathers, man. But us as men, when we came into this thing, man, hey, we had to pretty much grow up, man. All right? And we understand that, the wisdom of the Lord is far more greater, than our wisdom, man. Or the wisdom that we came into this truth with, man. Okay? So after that, we depend on and trust in the Lord that he will steer us in the right direction, man. Hey, no different than how you women, all right? Hey, if you have a husband, it's supposed to steer you in the right way, because that's what you were made for, man. You were made to be led by your husband. You were made as a helper, all right, for your husband, man. Okay? All right? So whatever form of business or whatever, your husband, needs and wants, man, hey, guess what? You are there, to be a helper for him, man. Okay, this is what you were literally created for, man. All right, and this is only if the shoe fits, man. Then you must wear it. All right, meaning, hey, if this if this is talking about you, then guess what? You either gotta, take the shoe and wear it, meaning wear what the Lord allotted the man, to have. All right, or you give it to somebody else. Okay, if it fits you, then guess what? Hey, then it's talking about you. But if it don't fit you, all right, and you see yourself subscribing to this truth, all right, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, all right, then guess what? It is what it is, man. Give it to somebody else, man, who this concerned. Okay? But best believe, man, these scriptures is so true, man. All right? And if the scriptures say, hey, guess what? 7 women gonna hold to one man, all right, then guess what? Then that's what it means, man. And of course, on the flip side, the Lord likened us unto a comely and delicate woman as well, too, man. So guess what? We are going to rely and depend on the Lord for our needs and our wants as well, too, man. All right? But guess what? This is also a literal saying. Why? Because in these perilous times that's going to come to this earth, man, starting now, all right, you know, guess what? Hey, these women is going to pretty much the doctrine and philosophy and the influence that Esau Edom had, on our women, man, on Eve. Guess what? They not going to believe in that anymore. All right, they're going to start believing in, the Lord, man. Guess what? You think you don't need a man, right now, man? Wait till those times come, man. All right, and the only reason why, Eve and these women of this Western world have that mindset is because they don't even understand what it is, you know, to be, because really having more than one woman and you clinging on to one man, man, is a pretty much a necessity, man. All right, because how else, are we gonna, be fruitful and multiply, man? Okay. Hey, marriage is a business, man. We don't look at marriage anymore in a lustful way, man. All right, we look at marriages pretty much on what it does, for the family, man, unit. Okay, and we're able to, be fruitful and multiply, not just multiply, in children, all right, but multiplying in substance. Okay, and then guess what? We're gonna need more than one woman for that, man. Okay. Hey, the order that the Lord put up, is very needful, man. It's very helpful, man. And if you're a woman, or a man, in this matter, guess what, man? It's gonna help you out tremendously, man, to be in order, man, and not go against, the ordinance, of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Hey, the scriptures say, I will have you know that the head of every man, all right, is Yahweh Shai, man. And the head of Yahweh Shai, all right, is Yahweh. And the head of, guess what? The woman is the man, all right? And that's the order that the Lord put on earth in order for us to, be able to operate right, man. Okay? And if you don't believe in that order, then you don't believe in this truth, man. All right? You don't believe in this truth, man. Okay? Now, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of things that when you come into this truth, man, hey, you just, it's gonna hit you, man. It's gonna, throw you off, man. But guess what? If you truly believe in the Lord, man, all right, and you truly believe in this Bible and this truth, man, you're gonna have to acquiesce, all right, or you're gonna have to submit. Pretty much, that's a good word, to these words, man. Okay, you can't try twist these words into making these words lean towards what you believe, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord ain't dealing with you like that, man. Okay? Truth be told. But nevertheless, it is a hard thing to do. Guess what? It was a lot of things that was when we came into the truth, all right? We had to let go. We had to let go of the world, man. That's because that's pretty much what we letting go, man. All right? We're not conforming to this world, this society, and how things, are accepted in this world, man. All right? Hey, Romans chapter 12 said, be not conformed to this world, man, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. Okay? So pretty much you got to change the way you think, man. All right? You can no longer have a Western world mentality, all right, when you come into this truth, man. All right? Because pretty much we got to seek the old path, man. And by seeking the old path, man, we got to look towards the east and our Hebraic, customs, man. Because that's true order, man. All right? We got to be transformed. Our minds have to transform, you know what I'm saying, into that old path, man. And we won't go wrong, man. Okay? Yeah, you're going to be looked at as crazy. You're going to be looked at as weak. You're going to be looked at as docile, especially the women, man. But, hey, guess what? A wicked woman, envy, a righteous woman, man. Okay? So, of course, in this society, guess what? You're going to be looked at as weak. You're going to be looked at as stupid, But you're not really stupid, man. If you really, truly believe in the Lord, and you're going to look foolish, for your husband, man. If your husband desires, to add on another woman, within this walk of life, then guess what? So be it, man. All right? But it takes a faithful woman, to be able to understand that, man. Okay? We are faithful women, unto the Lord, man. I can't imagine having to have to do this truth and push this word by myself, man. And be so jealous that the Lord is dealing with another man or another person, you see what I'm saying, to be able to push this truth, man. All right? You have different men in different offices, man. Okay? And different talents, man. Okay? And with that, and the Lord has many wives, you know what I'm saying, to be able to push this work, man. Okay? Many wives, man. All right? And we're joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So if our Lord has it, guess what? We gonna have it, man. All right? And that's something that you're just gonna have to accept when you come into this truth. If not, you're not in this truth, man. You're not in the truth, man. You can't accept what you want, what sounds good to your ears, having itching ears, as the scriptures say. Okay? But when you don't like something, you're offended, man. When you don't like something, you hear something that you don't like, you pretty much, offended, man. Okay? Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, man. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. And they gonna bring forth, things to you, man. Okay? Hey, in this society, man, a man ain't nothing but a workhorse, man. Okay? And not only to Esau, Edom, to our women as well, too, man. All right? You pretty much judge a man on how much, he has in substance, all right, and money, all right? That's what these women respect, man. Okay? But a man is not only known by his just tough substance. That comes along with the territory, man. All right? But a true man first, he must seek this kingdom, man. He seek the kingdom, man, and all other things going to be added unto that. It's the wisdom of the Lord that what makes a man a man. Okay. Anything other than that, then you operating as a beast. Okay. But the Lord has given us understanding to be able to push this word, man, and given us wisdom. All right. That's what makes a man. Being able to endure through hardship makes a man. All right. Not just what he can do for you, him just making you laugh, or him just being able to provide, even though that comes along with the territory, the provision. All right. Hey, but a man of the Lord is much more than that, man. Guess what? A woman of the Lord don't just supposed to sit back on our ass either, man. As this saying, hey, we gonna eat our own bread, wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name, man. And who you think is going to be providing, a lot of these the substance to these men? It's going to be the women, man. Okay. And it's not just going to be any old man, man. It's going to be a man of the Lord, man. All right. It's going to be a man of the Lord. Okay. So if you're offended, by and by, man, stay offended, man. Okay. But guess what? That just because you don't believe, all right, does that mean the word of the Lord is not true? Hey, God forbid, man. Okay. But let the words of the Lord be true. And every other thing other than that is a lie, man. Every other thing outside of that is a lie, man. Okay. Hey, pretty much, man. You gotta grow up in this thing, man. All right. What Paul say? 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Let's get that right quick. All right. You gotta pretty much grow up in this thing, man. Salakia. What's that? 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I'm tripping. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. All right. Yep. Okay. It says, verse 11, it says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. All right. I thought as a child. You feel me? But when I became a man, I put away childish things, man. That goes for you women as well, too, man. All right. You're not supposed to stay a child in a childlike mentality when you come into this truth, man. Esau Edom is a child, man. And the way he look at things is childish, man. All right? The way he look at things is childish, man. One woman for the rest of your life, man. All right? That's hell, man. You in hell. All right? Now, don't get me wrong. We in hell right now, man. We got to endure this, hell ship or this hardness. All right? Okay? And we not in our kingdom right now. But guess what? That don't make, the words of the Lord, null and void, man. Okay? Now, do we think it's wise, to continue to add on woman and woman after woman, while we in this hellish condition? No. All right? Because we understand that this woman, has made this pact, with Satan, man. We can't forget that. Okay? And a lot of women, and you following this woman, man, has pretty much, caused a lot of us to, go astray, man. Okay? But we should first, seek Sophia, man. Okay? Which is wisdom, man. I believe Sophia is Greek, in the wisdom, for wisdom in the Greek, man. Okay? That's that one woman, man, we should have first, man. Okay? And be loyal to that woman. Then, once you're loyal to that woman, then the Lord can start adding these other women. All right? And that's going to be in the kingdom, man. And really, it's going to be before the kingdom, man. Okay? Because when these hard times come, man, hey, guess what? Hey, you women ain't gonna be able to, protect yourselves, man. Okay? Esau, Edom got your mind thinking that. Okay? Got you thinking a 5 foot woman, that's 100 or pounds or whatever, can beat up a 6 foot, 7 foot, 5 foot, at that. A man structure, man, is his bone structure and everything is much more stronger, than a woman, man. And I don't care what you learn, man, in jujitsu or whatever, or what type of firearm you got, man. Right? Because at the end of the day, man, it's that spirit, man, that the Lord put on a man. All right, preferably a man of the Lord, man. Okay, it ain't gonna be nothing you can do to that type of man. Why? Because the Lord is with that man. All right, so you got to put away your childish thinking, man. All right, you got to put away your childish thinking, man. Okay, and it's a childlike mentality, man, to be in this truth. All right, and not want the best, for your husband, man. Okay, because if you don't, how you treat your husband, all right, determines on how much you love the Lord, man. You can't say you love the Lord, but you treating your husband like shit. All right, pretty much telling him what he can and what he can't do, man. Okay, you're not in this truth, man. Okay, you pretty much, in it just to look, like you know something, man. You trying to, it's for the outward appearance, man. All right, but this is not, the Lord is not looking at the outward woman or man. All right, He's looking at your mind, man. He's looking at your spirit, man. All right. That's what he was. Why? Because that's how you change, man. You gotta change within your mind first, man. We gotta be renewed in your mind, man. Okay. Verse 12 it says, "For now we see through a glass darkly, but then but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known, man." Right, because hey, then in the kingdom, man, we're gonna get an understanding. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't you're not gonna be able to see the vision, man. Okay? Not unless the Holy Spirit is dealing with you, man. All right. And even then, we're not gonna see what it's really gonna be like in the kingdom. Okay? Because in the earlier part it said we know in part and prophesy in part, man. Okay? But it's the trust of the Lord, man, is what is going to guide us through, man. Being able to trust the Lord, man. Okay? That's what matters, man. Let's get this in the NLT right quick and see what the NLT got to say about this. Oh, Salaki. Let's get this. Salaki. Let's see what the NLT got to say. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. It says, when I was a child, I spoke and thought and reasoned, all right, as a child, man. But when I grew up, I put away childish things, man. It says, now we see things imperfectly, like puzzling reflections in a mirror. But then when we see everything with perfect clarity, all that I know now is partial and incomplete. But then I will know everything completely, just as the Most High Power now knows me completely. All right? And that's it, man. You don't gotta have to know why a man needs this or a man needs that. You see what I'm saying? Or another woman. All right? You trust in the Lord, man. Okay? And there's exceptions to the rule. You have some women that do understand, but a lot of our women has been tainted by this Western philosophy, man. Okay? You can't, there's no way you can enter into this truth and be cleansed, by the word, all right, or in this truth, and still have a mentality, and still have a mentality of Esau Edom, man, of the Western world, man. Okay? And with that mentality, it's what? A happy wife, happy life, man. All right? And that is not so, man. Okay? Because everything goes through your man, man. It goes through your husband. Okay? So you can't be offended when you come into this truth. Let's get that, man. What's that? Matthew 18, Salakia. Matthew chapter 18. We're gonna get it in the KJV though. Right? Matthew chapter 18, baby. We can start at 6. Right? Let's start at 7, right? Because pretty much, all right, you being offended about a man, having more than one woman, man. Okay? You being offended, man, pretty much is a stumbling block, man. That's stunting your growth, man. And you stumbling, a lot of women, when they get to Isaiah 4:1, man, they just can't take it no more, man. They just cannot see that man, all right, dealing with another woman, man. And that's a stumbling block. All right? And this truth ain't about dealing with another woman, man. Okay? This truth is not about another woman. That's just a perk, man. All right? Hey, that's a spoil of war, man, in a sense, man. Now, don't get me wrong. It's the man can, the Lord can deal with a woman. But hey, when a man is in his rightful seat, man, guess what? She got to move to the side. Okay? But like I said, Isaiah 4:1 is a stumbling block for a lot of you women, man. That think that you're in this truth, man. You can't be in this truth if you're not going on what the scriptures say, man. If the scriptures say it's going to happen, then it's going to happen, man. All right? Like I said, I can't imagine being in this truth by myself and having to deal with preaching this word on the highways and byways and learning this truth by myself, man. The Lord has different wives and many wives, man. All right? And we'll help us and we'll help him, all right, bring in this truth, man. Help him wake up the elect, man. And it's not because we chose to do it, man. It's because the Lord chose us, man. All right? So when a true man mentality, all right, or leader mentality, man, you do the choosing, man. All right? So the Lord chose us, man. Okay? And that's going to be a stumbling block to a lot of you women, man. All right? It says, Matthew chapter 18, verse 7, it says, woe unto the world because of offenses, man. It says, for it must need to be that offenses come, right? But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh, man. All right? If you're offended by this word, man, this truth, man, offenses, they have to happen, man. Okay? But if you're offended by this truth, man, his words, guess what, man? The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. It says, wherefore, if thy hand and thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee, man. Now, if that sin actually cut your foot off or your hand off, no, man. Okay? But guess what, man? Hey, in your thoughts, man, or your feelings, hey, guess what? If your feelings is to the point where, you're offended of the Lord, then you got to check your feelings, man. And you got to cut out, you see what I'm saying, this Western philosophy, man, this Western way of thinking, man. You got to cut it off, man. You got to cut that shit from off you, man. All right? You can't be offended when you come into this truth, man. Because this truth going to do one or two things, man. All right? It's going to, you're going to either hear this truth and hear this word and accept it, all right, and receive it. Okay? Or you gonna hear this word and say, nah, that ain't for me, man. Okay, or you gonna reject it. Okay? But it's either or, man. And the Lord is not gonna allow you to be lukewarm anymore, man. Okay? And the Lord is gonna spew you out, man. And like I said, man, the ties is gonna change anyway, man. All right. So we not sitting back worried about what a woman gonna think or what it. No, hell no, man. We in a new day now. The Lord has put a spirit of manhood on this earth now, man. Of hardship, man, because that's what makes men. We're coming into some hard times, man. Okay. So that's what's really gonna make the man. That's this whole tide, this whole the momentum is gonna shift, man. It's shifting on the earth, man. Where men is taking their rightful seat on this earth, man. True men, the men of the Lord, man. All right. Okay, and we're gonna need women, in their rightful order, man. Okay. Because really, you're only gonna be saved through childbearing, man. Okay. Because you can't forget, we can't forget, man, brothers. All right. We can't forget, man. Hey, she's your enemy, man, until the Lord come, man. Okay? Micah chapter 2, verse 10, man, says that, man. All right? Micah chapter 2, man. Okay? We can't forget that, man. All right? Now, like I said, is there exceptions of the rule? Yes, it is, man. But we can't forget the rule, man. Okay? If the shoe fit, wear it, man. If it don't fit, give it to somebody else who it does fit, man. Okay? Only a hit dog, right, in the crowd is gonna bark, man. Okay, so if you're offended by the words of Yahweh Shai, okay, then guess what? This truth ain't for you, man. You can move along, man. Okay, Micah chapter 2, I believe it's in Micah. Uh, she is my enemy. Um, Salakia. Let me just pull it up. I think it's Micah 7. What I say, 2. Salakia. That's it. That's it right here. All right. It says, Micah chapter 7, verse 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him. Huh? All right. Hey, this is accountability that Micah is coming into, man. And a lot of women, you lack that accountability, man. Okay. Yeah, you don't understand in a relationship. You don't understand. It's very rare that a woman's gonna come to you and say, "Man, I fucked up, man." All right. Hey, I apologize. I came to you wrong, such and such. Will you forgive me, man? All right, because those are the three words, right? That really can heal a relationship, man. It's not it's not those three words that you think it is. I love you, right? No, but it's I am sorry, man. Okay, meaning you accepted, your role and your play in this thing, man. Okay, and that's what Michael is saying, man. That's what a lot of us are saying when we came into this truth, man. Right? I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against you, man. Right? Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. Right? And that's what we saying to the Lord. We understand that we got to go through these rough ways, all right? Okay? To get back in the Lord's favor, man. Good favor. Because we fucked up. We dropped the ball. All right, excuse my language. I'm a little rough in my speech, man. Okay? But not in knowledge, man. Okay? we bearing the indignation of the Lord, man. And like I said, this is an accountability scripture, man. The Lord is looking for a contrite heart, man, and a contrite spirit, man. Okay? Humility and humble, man. Shamefaced, all right? And we have to come to the Lord like that, man. Okay? By accepting this truth, man. Right? Nothing wavering. Okay? And we're not going to let the Lord dealing with somebody else, okay, stop us from learning this truth and stop us from submitting to this truth, man. But when a lot of women, when they get into this truth, man, all right, and they come to the fact that a man can have another woman, they let that be a stumbling block unto them, man. Let's finish it off. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light. All right. And I shall behold his righteousness, man. All right. He brought us forth to this light, man, which is this truth, man. Gave us a peace offering, man, and a way out. This is our hope right here, man. So guess what? Just like they say in Baruch, man, we got to seek him 10,000 times more, man. All right? We got to seek him 10 times more, man. Not 10,000, but 10 times more, man. You feel me? Okay? You can't fuck up, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship and then expect, and to come back to the relationship and then don't think you got to change your ways, man. No, you got to prove yourself 10 times more, man. Okay? Verse 10, it says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, right? And shame shall cover her, all right? Which said unto me, where's your Lord thy power, man? All right? And a lot of us use this scripture for America, man, okay? Or Esau Edom. Well, I would say America, because Esau Edom is running America, okay? Which is known as that harlot, okay? But guess what? You also use this scripture, man, when it comes to these women, man. These women, man, we can't forget, man. This woman made a pact with serpent, man. This woman made a pact with the serpent, man, in the garden, man. Eve made a pact with the serpent, man. Okay? And through her, we all died, man. Okay? So we can't forget that, man. So we can't let, this woman sway us, all right, into disobeying the Lord, man. That's not happening no more, man. All right? We bearing the indignation for that right now, man. Because what the scriptures say in Genesis, because you hearken or listen to your woman, man. All right? Because you listen to her, man. Okay? Now we got to be cursed, man. Now we have to go through this indignation and this righteous wrath of the Lord, man, because of it. Okay? Let's get another scripture and we're going to get out of here, man. Oh, I wanted to go to Tobit, man. All right? Let's get that. Okay? Hey, the Lord, man, is dealing with some sincere people, man. Okay? And you can't fake this thing. This ain't nothing that you can wear. You can't put on a head wrap, and put on your outer phylacteries or whatever it is, and adorn yourself on the outward appearance and think that you in this truth, man. No. This truth calls you to change. Let's get that first, man. This truth causes you to change your mind, man. Or change the way you think, man. Okay? It causes you to change the way you think, man. If you still have that childlike mentality that we brought out in 1 Corinthians, all right? If you still speaking as a child and thinking as a child and you call yourself a grown-up, all right, or you call yourself in this truth, man, then you deceiving yourself, man, all right? Romans chapter 12, verse 1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High Power. Hey, it's a mercy, man, that the Lord gives you a man that's in this truth, man. That's the Lord's way of saying, okay, well, I'm going to show mercy on you, man. If you have a man into this truth, man, okay, don't think that the Lord ain't gonna require your change as well too, man. The Lord requires the man as well as the woman to change when you come in this truth, man. All right. There's stipulations, you know what I'm saying, when you come before the Lord, man, and when you come before the men of the Lord. Okay. Can't just come any old type of way. This ain't the Christian church where you can come as you are. All right. And then we'll figure it out after that. No. All right. You have to come in total submission, man. The Lord established order on this earth for a reason, man, to keep things in order. Okay? It said, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High Power, all right, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, man. All right? And we present our bodies as a living sacrifice unto the Lord, man. Okay? By being obedient to the Lord, man, to the best of our ability. Okay? By putting off the old world, man. Okay? And the women, you present your body as a living sacrifice, man, by servicing your husband, man. Okay? Because that word woman goes into a servant. Servant, man. Okay? Let's see if I can pull that up. All right? Let's see what this says. It says a woman, adult female, all right, a woman, okay, look, it says, well, a woman, a female servant, man, you feel me? Okay, that's what being a true wife is, man. Okay, it's being a servant to who? A servant to the man of the Lord, man. All right, if you're not in that mentality, all right, and if your mind is not changing, all right, and transforming, and it's conforming. What is when you conform your mind to this world? This world says it's okay for a man that has just one woman. Well, how is he gonna be fruitful and multiply, man? Could you imagine, Abraham, Sarah, within that same mentality? Okay, and he's the father of many nations, man. Abraham, okay. Hey, Sarah, because at one point she was barren and couldn't have kids. All right, she gave her handmaid, man. All right, she gave her handmaid to her husband, man. Now think about that. Sarah gave her handmaid, all right, to her husband, man. Imagine that. Okay, and that's when you seeking towards the old path, man. That's when you in this truth, man. Hey, guess what? Not saying that you're not gonna have your feelings or whatever, but you don't let, all right, your feelings supersede, the truth, man. You don't let your feelings supersede what's right and what the Lord ordained as true, man. Okay? Like I said, right now at this point, do I think it's wise for a man to continue to add on wives on top of wives? No, we're not in the kingdom, man. Okay? So it's not wise seeing that the mentality of a lot of these women, man. But when the shit hit the fan, you're going to get a lot of women, all right, trying to cling on to a man, all right, let alone the man of the Lord, man. All right, Isaiah 4:1, we just read earlier. Okay? But that's what it's going to take, man. It's going to take for this kingdom, to go down, man, in order for these women to really get it. Because guess what? When this kingdom going down, that throne for that woman is going down as well too. Because they made that pact in the garden, man. All right. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, all right, by the mercies of the Most High Power, that you present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High Power, which is your reasonable service. It's a reasonable service, man, all right, to serve the Lord, man. Okay? And women, how you serve the Lord is by serving your husband. It makes sense. That word reasonable goes into logic, meaning it makes sense. All right. Why? Because you are in your true order, man. All right. When you're serving your husband, and we are in our true order when we're serving our husband. Okay. You mean to tell me you get to go and come into this truth and don't change? No. No. Those are not the requirements, man. This is a part of the requirement right here, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world. All right. Don't conform to this world. Let's look at this word conform. You know, you pretty much acquiescing and submitting to this world, man. All right. Let's see what it says. It says to conform oneself. Slocky, let me.
Strong's G 4964. Systematizo.
You heard that. It said to conform oneself, one's mind, you see that? And character to another's a pattern. Okay? What did Eve do in the garden, man? She conformed her mind, all right, to the serpent's, man, way. All right? When she was given away. All right? Here it is, Adam gave you away and passed down that wisdom, all right, that he got from his Lord, Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai got from Yahweh. Okay? But here it is, you want to pattern and conform your mind to the serpent's mind. Okay? Nah, that ain't the way it's finna go down, man. That ain't going down like that no more. Okay? It's a new day, man. And the Lord is calling men to this thing, man. The flock of his pasture, the Lord's pasture is men, all right? And y'all gonna benefit, all right, if you in your right place, man. But if you not, then you gonna get rolled over. Hey, guess what? You're gonna be rolled right past, man. All right? Because nobody wants to deal with a uncompromising woman, man. All right? A woman who's not willing to submit. Nobody wants to deal with that no more. Okay? All right? So you need to fashion your mind unto the Lord, and fashioning your mind unto the Lord is for you to get you a husband, man. All right? Okay? And be his servant. And that's how you serve the Lord, through your husband, man. All right? Just say, Slock, let me go back. Okay? You get it. It said, and be not conformed to this world, man. All right? But be ye transformed, meaning change, man, by the renewing of your mind. All right? 1 Corinthians 13 was talking about, when I was a child. But, I spake as a child. I thought as a child. I acted as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, man. This word renew goes into growing up. Okay? You got to change, man. The Lord is calling for ones who changing out this thing, man. Okay? Let's look at this word renewal so I can prove that point. Right? It goes into a renewal, a renovation, a complete change for the better, man. And that's what you're doing. You're changing for the better, man. Okay? This thing, is not about women, man. Okay? You know how much more we fucking slaves, man. The elect men are slaves, man. And we subject to payment, man. That shit don't feel good, knowing that you're a power, but you're gonna die like a man. Knowing that you're a God, but you're gonna die like a man. That don't feel good, man. Okay? So a woman ain't got nothing to do with us dealing with the Lord, man. This was a gift, man, from the Lord. The Lord gave you as a gift, man. Okay? To help further this truth, man. Okay? But you a helper, man. You the help. Stay in your place, man. All right? Like I said, there are exceptions to the rule, man. but you cannot negate the rule. You can't rule out the rule, all right, because there's exceptions, man. No. The dominant rule is these women, all right, have not taken accountability for their wrongs, man. For their wrong and into this truth, man. Except you blame the Lord or you blame, your man, okay? When you gonna accept accountability that you messed up, man? Okay? But it's time for you to what? Grow up. Let's go to the root word so I can prove my point. It says what? To cause to grow up. New, to make new, man. Your mind has to change. You got to grow up, man. All right? And you operating like a child when if you thinking a man is just going to deal with one woman, man. All right? And you don't want no other women to deal with your man. Like I said, man, that's a hard thing to do, man. Do you know how much help, all right, that will help out, especially if a man has substance, a business, he travels, all right, he's going to need another woman if that's what that man wants, man. Isaiah 4:1 says 7 men. 7 just mean completion, man. That man could have 700, especially in the kingdom, all right? 7 just mean completion. Okay? The Lord has many wives, man. The Lord likened the kingdom of heaven unto 5 virgins, man. Really it was 10, 5 foolish and 5, when the Lord come back, man, he's going to deal with the 5 wise virgins, man. Not the 5 foolish ones, man. You foolish in thinking that a man is just going to deal with you. You foolish, man. Or a man is just supposed to deal with you and only. No. That's just like us saying that a man of the Lord, I want him to just deal with me and I'm jealous. No. All right. Let's get Ecclesiasticus. Give me a second. Yeah, you got to be caused to grow up in this thing, man. Slocky, let's go back. Okay. It says Romans 12:2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. You got to grow up, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High power. And the will of the Lord, man. Hey, guess what, man? Part of the will of the Lord, all right? If a man wants to, he can have multiple women. That's part of the will of the Lord. If you're offended, this truth ain't for you, man. But really, who cares about your feelings, man? Okay? Nobody cares about your feelings, man. The Lord don't give a damn about our feelings and how we feel. All right? Why? Because he want obedience, man. Okay? Let's get this account in Tobit right quick. Okay? Let's get this account in Tobit, the book of Tobit, chapter 8. Okay? Right quick. I believe it started at 6. It says, thou, this book of Tobit, chapter 8, verse 6, it says, thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper. You see that? Okay? Eve was given to Adam as a helper, man. And stay. All right? She was there to help, push this word, man. And push this truth, man. Whatever Adam needed, you know what I'm saying? And Adam was there to, do the more bulkier things, and Eve was there to do the more tedious things, man. The things that Adam didn't want to do. Okay? That's how we set up this thing, man. All right? Hey, but Esau Edom got us both subject to payments, man. Both of us got to go to work, and they so proud that they can work now. But that was just a way to Esau Edom to be able to tax both of us, man, so he can get more money and make himself more wealthier, man. Okay? But a woman who hasn't grown up, she can't see that, man. It says, thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay. And of them came mankind. That thou saidst, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like to himself, man. You see that? Meaning, guess what? Whatever this man want and need, guess what? She was there. The Lord gave Eve as a gift to aid and assist him, man. In all his walks and all his endeavors. This never was about sex or sex thing, man. That came with the territory, man. Verse 7, it says, and now, O Lord power Yahweh, it says, I take not this my sister for lust, man. Hey, that's how we got to look at this thing, man. So this thing wasn't about no lust, okay? This thing was just to further this truth and to what? Be fruitful and multiply, man. Okay? Because we can't forget this is our sister, man. So it's a certain way that we got to deal with this woman as well, too, man. All right? We can't deal with the woman and then leave her, No. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Now, if she leads you, then that's on her, man. Her loss. All right? But this thing ain't about lust, man. Okay? This is about furthering the family of Yashra Allah, man. It says, and now, O Lord power, I take not this my sister for lust, but uprightly, man. Yeah, we got to deal with her according to knowledge. It says, therefore, mercifully ordain that we may become aged together, man. All right? That's it, man. This thing is about growing old together, man. This ain't about just a lustful thing that you pumping and dumping. You know what I'm saying? You a pumper and then you dump her and get rid of her. No, this ain't about that, man. Okay? It said, and she said with him, amen. So she agreed to that, man. Okay? That's it, man. Hey, so if you offended of this word, man, guess what, man? The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Okay? The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Okay? Let's get one more right quick in Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach. All right? Chapter 26. Okay? We can start at verse 1. It says, this is Sirach, chapter 26, verse 1. It says, okay? It says, blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife. All right? For the number of his days shall be double, man. Okay? And that's just one wife, hey, let alone 7 women. Okay? A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, right? And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace, man. And that's going to be in the kingdom, man. Okay? In the kingdom, man, we're definitely going to have, multiple women, man. Most definitely. Hey, the Lord likened it to that. Okay? He likened his return, all right, into 5 wise virgins, man. Okay? Verse 3, it says, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord, man. You hear that? Okay? Hey, we men here at GMS, man. Hey, preferably. Okay? We fear the Lord. And we learning how to fear him even more every day. Okay? It said, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance, man. All right? And that's it, man. But what? You got the women of the day, they put grief in their husband's heart, man. They evil, man. Not saying that the man ain't, all right? 2/3 of our people, man. All right? But through the woman, we all die, man. It was through the woman, it was the beginning of sin, man. And through her, we all died, man. Okay? So, hey, men of the Lord, okay? This is a public service announcement, man. Stop listening to these women, okay? The Lord ain't dealing with them on that level, man. The Lord is only dealing with a woman if she's in order, man. Okay? Through her husband. The flock of the Lord's pasture is men. Okay? If Isaiah 4:1 says 7 women shall hold to one man, then that's what it means, man. All right? And a man is going to continue walking with his left foot in front of his right and his right foot in front of his left, okay, towards the truth. And can give a damn if a woman follows him or not, man. And if a woman does follow him, the exception to the rule, guess what? The Lord put that gift into that man's life, man, as a virtuous woman, as a helper, and an aid to her husband, man. Okay? So with that, that's all I got, man. And give all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKadash. All right? Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone who rule and teach very well, man. Okay? Which we truly believe that these are the men of the Lord. All right? Our spiritual fathers on earth guiding us back into this truth. Right? With truth and sincerity. Shalom. Kwam Yashua Allah. Don't listen to that woman again, man. All right? Don't make the same mistake Adam did, man. In the garden. Shalom, man. On to the next.